On this planet, there are still landscapes so vast, so untamed, that humanity seems almost insignificant within them. Imagine a forest with no end in sight, stretching for thousands of kilometers across frozen ground. In winter, its trees are blanketed in snow, and the air plunges to 40°C. This is the Russian taiga, the largest boreal forest on Earth. But on the other side of the planet lies a very different world. The air there is humid, hot, and alive with sound. Insects buzz relentlessly, tropical birds call from the canopy, and great rivers wind endlessly through the green. This is the Amazon rainforest, the largest tropical rainforest in the world. The taiga and the Amazon, two realms that could not be more different. One is silent and frozen, the other vibrant and warm. Yet both are equally vital, playing a shared role in maintaining the delicate balance of life on Earth. Today, we journey deeper into these two worlds, into the frozen stillness of the taiga and the pulsating rhythm of the Amazon, to uncover how they stand as Earth's final fortresses of life. In the southern hemisphere, right at the heart of South America, lies the largest tropical rainforest on the planet. This is the Amazon, an endless sea of green covering more than 5.5 million square kilometers, spanning across 9 countries, most of which lie within Brazil. The Amazon is a world that never sleeps. Silence does not exist here. Every hour, every minute, the forest vibrates with life. Toucans call from the treetops, tropical birds sing in waves, and troops of monkeys swing through towering branches. On the damp forest floor, poison dart frogs flaunt their bright colors while millions of insects carry out their tireless routines. But behind the symphony of life, the jungle's greatest predator moves in silence, the jaguar. It stalks the riverbanks with patient precision, eyes locked on its prey. Beneath the murky water, a giant anaconda waits motionless, ready to strike at anything that dares to enter its domain. The Amazon is more than a forest, it is a world built in layers. From the dark, humid forest floor to the middle canopy, and finally to the treetops, soaring dozens of meters high. Each layer is home to its own inhabitants, each corner hiding unique forms of life. Scientists believe that more than 10% of all known species on Earth live here and countless others remain undiscovered. Flowing through this green labyrinth is the Amazon River, the largest river on Earth by volume. Stretching over 6,000 kilometers, it carries more water than the next 7 largest rivers combined. This mighty river breathes life into the forest, nourishing its soil, feeding its roots, and sustaining its endless cycle of renewal. But the Amazon is not only home to plants and animals. For thousands of years, humans have lived here too. More than 400 indigenous tribes still depend entirely on this forest. Some of them have never made contact with the outside world. To them, the Amazon is not just a place, it is a mother, a healer, and a protector. Beyond its biodiversity, the Amazon functions as a global life support system. Its trees absorb massive amounts of carbon, release oxygen, and regulate rainfall patterns that stretch for thousands of kilometers. What happens in the Amazon affects the climate of the entire planet. The Amazon is noisy, wild, and full of color, a world that never stops breathing. And perhaps a world we may never fully understand. Far across the northern reaches of Eurasia lies a world both harsh and magnificent. This is the Russian taiga, the largest boreal forest on the planet. A vast green belt stretching over 12 million square kilometers, spanning Russia, Mongolia, and reaching the edges of the Arctic Circle. The taiga is often called an ocean of conifers. Pines, spruces, larches, and firs stand densely packed, forming an endless expanse of trees. When winter arrives, Snow weighs heavily on their branches, transforming the entire forest into a silent, white landscape. Temperatures can plunge to -40 degrees Celsius. In such brutal conditions, only the strongest species can endure. From the heart of this frozen wilderness, brown bears emerge after months of hibernation. Grey wolves roam in packs, chasing elk that struggle through deep snow. The elusive Taiga, the largest cat of this forest, stalks its prey in absolute silence, a solitary hunter, nearly extinct, yet still clinging to survival in the remote eastern taiga. Among the trees, snowy owls perch patiently, waiting for small prey hidden beneath the frost. Moose with massive antlers cross frozen rivers, leaving quiet footprints, traces of life in a world of stillness. Though it appears empty, the taiga is in fact the ecological heart of the planet. Beneath its surface lies permafrost, ancient frozen soil storing billions of tons of carbon. Like a colossal vault, it locks away greenhouse gases, helping to stabilize Earth's climate and shield it from further warming. On one side of the Earth lies the taiga, white, frozen world wrapped in silence. On the other, the Amazon, a green, humid realm that pulses with endless life. To forests, to faces of our planet equally vast, equally vital, yet utterly different. From space, the taiga appears as a dark green ocean without end, spanning over 12 million square kilometers, making it the largest forest on Earth. The Amazon, though only half that size at around 5.5 million square kilometers, still covers an area nearly as large as the entire continent of Europe. If the taiga is an ocean of trees, the Amazon is a maze of life. Here, size is not everything. For what the Amazon lacks in scale, it compensates with density and complexity. Both the taiga and the Amazon, two green giants standing at opposite ends of the Earth, now face the greatest challenge in their history. A challenge not born of nature, but of humanity, and of a climate rapidly slipping out of balance. The mighty Russian taiga, seemingly eternal and unbreakable, is far more fragile than it appears. Temperatures in the northern hemisphere are rising twice as fast as the global average. Even the smallest shift in climate here leads to enormous changes in the ecosystem. The permafrost, frozen solid for thousands of years, is beginning to thaw. Beneath it lies an immense store of carbon, a sleeping giant. When it awakens, vast amounts of greenhouse gases escape into the atmosphere, accelerating global warming. And then, there are the fires. In recent years, the taiga has burned more fiercely than ever before. Longer, hotter summers have turned its forests into tinder. Flames spread through pine and large trees with terrifying speed, filling the skies of Siberia with smoke and ash. Each fire erases thousands of hectares of wilderness, and with them, the homes of bears, elk, owls, and wolves that depend on this frozen realm for survival. On the other side of the planet, the Amazon faces a different but equally deadly enemy. Every year, millions of hectares of rainforest are cleared for agriculture, cattle ranching, and plantations. Chainsaws roar where birds once sang, cutting down trees that have stood for centuries. Behind the hum of insects and the call of birds, the echo of human machinery grows louder. The Amazon's rate of deforestation is among the highest in the world. Each tree that falls is not just the loss of wood, but the loss of a home for creatures we know, and for species we have yet to discover. Every patch of bare soil, every polluted river chips away at an irreplaceable web of life. As the forest disappears, the world feels its absence. Trees that once absorbed carbon now release it back into the air. Rain cycles falter, dry seasons lengthen, and the risk of massive wildfires once rare in the rainforest grows every year. The Amazon, once known as the lungs of the planet, is slowly becoming a source of carbon instead of a sink. Between the whisper of winds weaving through the Taiga and the thunder of rain pouring over the Amazon, one can hear the same voice, the voice of life itself, the voice of Earth asking to be protected. The Taiga, wrapped in frozen silence. The Amazon, alive with endless sound, to faces of nature's power. The guardians of air, water, and climate that allow humanity to breathe, to live, and to thrive. But they are not eternal. We have seen how humans cut, burn, and exploit. We have witnessed Siberia ablaze, and the relentless hum of chainsaws echoing across Brazil. And we know, if these forests vanish, the world we know will vanish with them. Imagine a planet without the taiga, no vast coniferous trees standing tall, no white blanket of snow combing the earth in winter. Imagine a planet without the Amazon, no mighty river feeding thousands of species, no green canopy dancing with sunlight and life. Such a world would be hotter, drier, quieter. A planet stripped of its rhythm and of its breath. Yet hope is not lost, as long as there are trees standing, as long as birds still sing between the branches, and as long as there are people who care, the forests can still be saved. Across the world, a web of action is forming. Indigenous communities defending their ancestral lands, scientists restoring ecosystems, governments establishing conservation zones, and ordinary people choosing to live more sustainably. Each act is a thread, and when woven together, those threads form a net strong enough to protect the forests of our world. A forest is not just a collection of trees. It is the backbone of life. It gives us air to breathe, water to drink, soil to grow our food, and beauty to remind us of our place in the universe. Without forests, humanity is nothing. So when we speak of the taiga and the Amazon, we are, in truth, speaking of ourselves, of our future, and of whether this planet will still be livable 1,000 years from now. These two green giants have protected us for millions of years. Now, the question is, will we protect them? The taiga and the Amazon, one cold, silent, and eternal. The other warm, vibrant, and full of color. Two forces, one purpose, to keep our planet alive. And perhaps, only by protecting them, can we ensure that Earth continues to breathe.